to my channel Tech Tic Tac Toe. Today we will learn about classes and objects in Python. Python is an object-oriented programming language. We will learn how to create class and how to create an object of that class. A class is a user-defined type that describes what a certain type of object will look like. An object is a single instance of a class. We can create many objects of the same class. Now let us start. First we will learn how to create a class in Python. To define a class we must use the word class. A class can contain variables which is called properties of that class and also contains methods in them. The objects of that class will by default have those properties and method in it. A class cannot output anything. Its output is seen when an object of that class calls its properties or methods. For example, this is our class. So to define a class we first mention this word class. So class, this is our name, first class, x is equal to Delhi, and this is an object, y is an object of that class first class. So first class and then braces will be the syntax. Then we will print the property x. This variable is called property of this class. So property x of this object y. So y dot x. Let's try. So it is printing Delhi. So object of this class is printing the variable or properties of that class. So object and then its properties. Without this object we cannot print anything in this class. Class also contains methods or functions. So let's try. So this is the property of this class and this is a method in this class. Now we are creating the object of this class and we try to print this message. So to print this message we will call this function. So this first function will call, and then the message, the city is, and then this class is self dot x, that is the property. So it will print. Now check. So it is printing the city is Delhi. So here it is the message in this function. We can do anything in this function. For simplicity we are doing only the message printing here. Now all classes have a function called init, underscore underscore init underscore underscore first bracket, which is always executed when the class is being initiated. Init function is generally used to assign values to the objects properties and also to do other operations that are necessary to do when the object is being created. For example, our class is city. So in this city this is a built-in function. So it is called when the object is created. So this init function will have the parameter self, then its properties name and population. These are the properties of this class. So self dot name equal to name, self dot population equal to population. Now we are creating two objects, c1 and c2. c1 equal to city and it is initialized with Delhi and its population, and c2 is Kolkata and its population. Now we are printing its properties. Let's see. So Delhi and its property, Delhi is a property of this class c1 and population is the property of this class C1, then C2 property name and population. So we are calling this class, we are creating the object of that class with these two variables, which is initiated with the init method. So init method will initiate with these values with the properties. So this way we can create object of this class. When the class object is represented as a string, then the string function controls the what should be returned in user understandable forms. Otherwise it will show the string representation of the object. So let's see what is the function of string method. So this is our city class. Then init function will initialize the values of this function when object is created. So this way it will initiate the object with the properties. Then this string function is returning the string self.name. Then so this will be the name, and within the bracket there will be the population, self.population. So in this method the string describes, this is also underscore underscore string str underscore underscore, and the parameter is only self. So this describes this, that when C1 is represented as a string, it should return. So it should return the name, then within bracket the population. So object is created here. Now if it is a string, we can print it as C1. So considering it as a string, we are printing this C1. Let's see. So the name and within bracket this population. Without this string method, it will represent the string as an object. Let's see. So it will string as this is an object, string representation of that object. So to understand user understandable mode, to get an user understandable mode of the string representation, we will use the method str. Now self parameter can be any name. It is not necessary to always mention the word self here. We can mention here ABC, then this will be ABC, and this will be also ABC. This will output the same thing. Another example, with the init method we are giving this ABC, name then population, and with the string method we are giving XYZ. So here it doesn't matter what is the name in place of self. So here we are mentioning here ABC, so ABC dot name, ABC dot population. Here we are mentioning as XYZ, so XYZ dot name, XYZ dot population. Both will do the same thing. So this is printing the string representation of the object. We can also modify the property name or population after creating it. For example, here we mention this is the init and this is the string. So here we mention that we are creating an object with the name Delhi and this population. Then we have changed the name of that the property name of that object C1 to Kolkata. Now let's see what it will print. It will print Kolkata and this. So as we are not changing this property of population, then we will change only the name of this object. So this is change this is the output with changed property of the name. As we can change the property, we can also delete the property of a function. For example, this is our class. So we are creating two objects. Now we are printing c1.name, c1.population. Then we are deleting c2.population. So c2.population we will delete, and then we are trying to print c2.name and c2.population. Let's see what happens. It cannot print the population of c2 as it is deleted. So it is printing c1 name, c1 population, c2 name, but as the population of c2 is deleted, so it is giving error. In this way we can also delete the object. So we can delete the object. So to delete the object, we will mention the keyword del c2. So this object will be deleted. In that case, both of these will be error. Let's see. So it is printing c1 name, c1 population, then from this it is giving error. A class cannot be empty. So if we do not have to do anything in a class, then we have to mention it as pass. So in that case it will do nothing, but it will not give error. So in this case it is not giving error, but if we delete this, it will give error. So when we do not have to do anything in that class, we have to mention the word pass in that case, otherwise it will give an error. Today is up to this. I think you can create a class and create object of that class now. Let us meet in the next video. Till then, practice more with more examples. If you find this video useful, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video.